Hi, I am alive. How are you? I know that friends watch this, close friends, distant friends, online friends, people I've known for a short time or a long time, and even some strangers. So, aside from talking about myself, which I'm about to do that now. How are you? It has been a long time, and at first it wasn't intentional, but taking a break has been really nice because I found that I'm living my life now rather than recording it, if that makes sense. I felt as if I was just so focused on recording things and taking these pictures, and like if I didn't have anything to show, I don't know, I've just been thinking back on times when I learned in the past too. I lost some digital images and photos, so it felt like, oh, I was so sad about that, but I still have their memories. And that's partly why I love storytime videos here on YouTube, because sometimes there's a little bit of footage, but often there's not, and it's just someone sitting down and talking to their camera, right? And that's what I love. And so I can still make videos and tell stories and talk and explain in words and try to visualize like what it was and my experiences, and so I've been doing that instead of living my life through a lens. I've just been experiencing it just for me. Some things that have happened. I cut my hair well over a year ago. It was in December the first time, so not this December, but it's been over a year. And I got it almost a little bit shorter, actually, right, kind of collarbone length. Loved it so much. I used to have hair literally down to my thighs. And don't get me wrong, like it was very fun for a very long time, but it was also something that I was hiding behind. It was like a mask, like a shield, because if the first impression or just impression in general that I made, if I was just a girl with a very long hair, and I was lucky enough that it was healthy too and thick, so it was so long, and it was just, that was what people saw, just that. And if that's what they saw and focused on, they wouldn't focus so much on other things that I'm more insecure about. So chopping my hair off was partly because it was so inconvenient and tedious towards the end, and but also I needed something to symbolize letting go, not only about embracing my insecurities, which was the main thing, but also being able to shed other things and just let things go. And so I let that hair go. I chopped it off, went to a hairdresser. She thought it was brilliant to get to do that. But also like, oh, the pressure. And it was great. And I felt so much more like me. It was so freeing. It was a tiny bit scary, but because I was so sick of caring for the hair towards the end, it was great. But it was weird because, I still work at the same job with kindergarten kids. They're about 6. They made references calling me Rapunzel and all these things. And even those that are in second grade now will still be like, why'd you cut your hair? To them it was absolutely magical. And it really was. But it was just so much. And then I was cheap and lazy and didn't get it cut again until summer, which is when I went a little bit shorter. So it was touching the chin, right, touching the shoulders right about under the chin. And my hairdresser thought that I was brave, because she knew where I started from, so that was really great. And it just felt amazing. Now I let it grow again. So that summer, which is now almost a year ago, I also got new glasses, and my plan was to kind of wear them, my reading glasses, so it would make it appear as if even a more bigger change has happened, because those are more roundish, and they're also stronger prescription because they're for reading, and that has changed my, whoa, Well, that's awkward, but that is so me. Things just happen when I video blog. So, so it's nothing like I imagine the smooth perfectness. But I think that says it all. That's me in a nutshell. It's just like chasing that perfection, just accepting all the craziness is what just makes it perfect in the end, because it's just natural. So I was going to be like, oh, and if you want to make Harry Potter jokes, now you can, because whether you want to do it because the frames are more round, or if you want to make it because of Trelawney, which if you don't know is just a character that has really magnified eyes. I'm sure you've seen the character in ads or like movie when it's like, oh, commercial, we're going to show the movie on Thursday. Maybe even if you don't know anything about it. If you see a character that looks basically like this, yeah, that's Trelawney. And people have kind of made that joke before, so if you would like to do that, that would have been perfect to have my reading glasses, because that, yeah. Improved my quality of life so much. I used to strain my eyes all the time. And I was also in a relationship for a while. It was long distance. I tried that and kept it as real and as it could be, you know, and mature and make it as good as it could be. And it did work surprisingly well for long distance, but in the end it didn't work because of the circumstances and everything. And so it was as mutual a breakup as it could have been. And it really hurt to admit at the time that there was a sense of relief in the breakup, because that felt terrible. But also we were on the same page, because we didn't want it to become a chore. And you gotta put some effort in, whether it's long distance or not, but when it becomes more of a job than the opposite, it's just not right, and other things didn't really fit as well. It just didn't work. And so, and I still want to mention that because it was a very important time in my life. We were together for several months, and it was really, I genuinely felt for that person, so it was so important. But since then, I have been over it and moved on, and I was single for only, I don't know, a little over a year, and then I met someone here now in Sweden and locally, and it is, you can't compare the people or the relationship as such, but this relationship is like everything the last one was, but more. Because the things that didn't work there, they work here, thankfully. And there's so many other things, so I don't want to take away from any, and I don't want to muddy the one that I'm in now by talking about previous relationships, but I just want people to know that that's the thing that happened, because it was very important for me. Something that was really emotionally important. So I don't want to ignore that happened. So I was, and then I wasn't, and now I am again, and have been for a while. And he is quite the chap, and I really love him. So I will definitely be forcing him to appear in a video at some point. He's already said that he will. I don't know when or how, but he will. And I'm very, very happy. I am actually at his boss's house now, and hanging out, because he's away with the boss and doing some things, and it's a whole thing. It's a little company, and it's just, it's nice. So they let me tag along with things, and I don't know, it feels like a little family, and they've accepted me into that family, which I love. They're amazing. And I bought something that is very expensive, so I invested in that, and it is literally the most expensive thing I have ever bought fully on my own. So if you'd like to ponder that, leave it in the comments. But I'm gonna make a separate video about that because I didn't want to make longer than 10-ish minutes with this update. What finally pushed me to do it, I've been thinking about it for a while, is the fact that I got a comment just the other day and asking if anyone knew if I was still around, if I was with you, because they knew I had some health issues and hadn't posted in a year. So I thought that was really sweet, that they were concerned for me, whether it was more curiosity than actual concern personally, or a mix of the two. It was just nice. So I'm about to make some tea. I usually have loose leaf tea at home, but now here I'm making black currant tea in the back. So my hair is actually really nice now. I really like this length, although I need to it's time to wash it, but it's so freeing. I think I'm gonna cut it again to that shorter for the summer, so it's even more, I don't know. Hope you like it. I like it. It's good. Yeah. And I'm good. I hope that you're good. And things are good. You know, my job has been extended. I'm allowed to stay there even longer, and things are good, and we're talking about a future, me and my boyfriend, and we don't have a specific plan as such, but we have like a goal, you can say, more than a specific plan. So we have a goal there, some dreams, some goals, and I think that an actual plan will start to reveal itself with time. So these that I forgot to really, when I started ranting about the other glasses, these are my regular glasses I got. This is the first time I've ever got 2 pairs. So I got regular glasses. They look pretty basic, close to the style that I usually wear, but they're a bit new, and they're a little more purplish, pinkish, little see-through. My first plastic frames, actually. I really like them. I can show you in a different light at some point. And my other ones are kind of a similar color, but more roundish with, I don't know, I'll show you later. I really don't want to keep you sitting here for too much longer with me just bambling away. So I will talk to you again later, and I'll make a video fairly soon again to show you what I bought, so you don't have to sit on that and wonder forever. So I'm going back to my boyfriend's place after this later tonight, so maybe I can record something then, and you can have a little peek at least of what he looks like or something, or hear his voice or something at least, and maybe I can show you what I bought, because I have it with me. So bye. See you later.